Use the dispatch box, Senator.
Honorable Speaker, is it in order for my senior brother, Mheshimiwa Boni Khalwale, to already show signals that he's already making decisions and judging the innocent doctor without the due process coming to a conclusion, Honorable Speaker? Let us be impartial as honorable senators and allow the defense and the accused to come on board and elaborate themselves. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The witness, following the point of order, let me give a direction. The witness can concentrate on the question that was posed in the last sentence, whether you should be believed or the other witnesses should be believed. Just that bit.
Madam Speaker, there have been a mention of several names of witnesses who have been here. Dennis Misati, against the word of his father, Joseph Misati. My affirmation is that Joseph Misati and myself are on the same page. And so we have not pulled in different directions, and I hope my friend senator is listening to me. So Joseph Misati are talking different language with the son. And it's not me who has said we are not talking the same language with Joseph Misati. Misati refunded my money, and that's our position, the two of us. Gladys Aminga have not deviated that I gave Gladys Aminga the contract to deliver building material to my home. That's the position I've taken, and I paid what was due to her. Lucy, the Wasco MD, we are on the same page that I sent money to her erroneously, and she refers the money to me. There's no more that she has said about me, other than that she has two statements. One, she says, I said nothing when we talked on phone on the same money, and on the affidavit she said something else. So I've not deviated from what all these witnesses have said. I have a position about them.
Thank you. Senator Hamida.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Bonadiji, the young man, Dennis, really broke down. They lost the family business, and the wife also had a miscarriage. Are you really conscious? Is your conscience clear that there was no fraud by promising this young man or by extorting money from him to get a job? That is one. Just the second one. There's been so much...
Leave it at one question, Senator Hamida, for this last session. Just one question.
Just one more, Madam Speaker.
Leave it at one question. Everybody needs a little
chance
to ask. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
So then, Dennis Misati broke down. I was here yesterday, and I saw it. But again, Dennis Misati was on record that he has not talked to me any one time about the job he was looking for. He got all the story about the job from his father. The father was here today morning. There's no way I can know that Dennis sold a business or suffered any loss. Yet, the connection, the only link between me and Dennis is the father, who has witnessed today in the morning that he is not privy to any business lost, nor Dennis having money to come and give me as a bribe, or he was calling it something else, not inducement, something. And so I cannot speak for Dennis Misati. He can only speak about his father, through whom he indicated he got every communication from me.
Senator Derito John Kenya.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in the county, DG is number 2 in command. Madam Speaker, he is telling us that he sent money erroneously to a person he has saved as CEO, who is a junior officer in terms of command. Madam Speaker, what I'm trying to understand, how was it so hard for that officer to reverse or to send the money immediately, which ended up taking 2 days? I had listened to him saying the officer said he could not reverse the money immediately because he was in the airport. Then from the airport, she entered a very serious meeting. Madam Speaker, I am still not understanding. That's the only part I'm not getting. I need clarity.
DG?
Madam Speaker, that is very true. Lucy is a junior officer in the company where she works, a company created between the Kisii County and the Nyamira County. And Madam Speaker, she works under Board of Management. I am the Deputy Governor. If indeed I was to look for jobs from the board, sorry, I then should have been able to reach the Board of Management, because that's where the marks for anyone looking for a job is awarded. It's not at the CEO. So, Madam Speaker, this assertion, to me, I find it far from what it should be. I want to talk to the management board. Madam Speaker.
Can you make your answers precise and short? That's what we guided.
I stop. He had mentioned, the senator had mentioned something about the sending of the money. And Madam Speaker, I've already mentioned here that from the records that are in these bundles that are before the Senate, I realized that Madam Lucy Waido used the same money that she was supposed to reverse immediately on the 29th morning. And so, even if she was to reverse the money, she didn't have the same money to reverse to me until the 30th, when she finally reversed the money and on some kind of loan. And if that loan we call what? In M-Pesa. Fuliza, if that Fuliza was there on the same 29th, then why did she leave herself to be below 100,000, which she was reversed to me? I hope I've responded.
Senator Betty wanted.
Is it Betty Moteto? Is it Beth?
From anyone is working to solve the challenges that are financial for politicians, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Senators. I think, unfortunately, we have to move on because we have 5 other witnesses who have not given evidence, and the Senators who have not found time now, we will have an opportunity in the next bunch. So, the DG's team, the Honorable Deputy Governor's team, who are you calling next?
Madam Speaker, we are calling next Honorable Lillian Gore. And Madam Speaker, I just wanted to indicate that considering the constraints of time, we are electing to drop 2 witnesses, and we will be calling, apart from the next witness, we will be calling 2 more, and then we close.
That is very good. We appreciate that. So let's have the next witness, and that you save our time on questions. The witness may take the stand and be sworn in.
Which faith do you ascribe to?
I'm a Christian.
Christian. So will you take an oath for affirmation?
I will take an oath.
So when the speaker calls you to take the oath, you call the Bible and the letter.
Counsel, how much time do you need with this witness?
This time.
We hope it's below 30 minutes.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I will take 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
But my colleagues have 7 minutes in cross-examination. They gave up their 7 minutes.
Yes, we are aware of that. The Secretariat marked it.
Madam Speaker, if you may allow me. We give our time for 2 witnesses. Only 2 witnesses are the ones that we waived our right of cross-examination. And therefore, if those 2 witnesses then are not appearing before the Senate, it then discounts our arguments. Because they are not coming. We only dropped 2 witnesses, which my learned friend has also agreed to drop. Not this particular witness. And then...
Okay.
Madam Speaker, the election on the time they gave up was for 2 witnesses who are named, and they're still coming. So the 7 minutes that were ambiguous will now count to this 3rd witness.
Counsel, proceed with your witness. Use
Yes.
your time wisely. Those decisions will be made by the chair.
We're most obliged.
So if you take both with the Bible and read the text.
I, Lillian Anyango Gore, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Honorable Lillian, maybe you can just introduce yourself to the chamber.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Lillian Nyango Gore. I serve in the Kisii County Assembly, both as a member of County Assembly and I also sit in the County Assembly Service Board, representing the Minority Coalition.
Yes, Honorable Gore, you saw an affidavit that appears at page 204 to 206 of the bundle labeled DG.
Yes.
That is true?
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I'm referring to this bundle. Yes, I'll take you quickly to your first assertion at paragraph 3 of that affidavit, where you say that you opposed the motion for impeachment on procedural and substantive grounds.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I was part of the proceedings on the day the motion was moved, and yes, I did stand and I had the privilege, the Speaker gave me an opportunity, and yes, I did oppose on grounds that the motion had not been properly placed before the House, and that there were other substantive grounds that would not then allow the motion to be fairly administered before the House.
Okay, I'll take you to the notice of the 13th of February.
Page 6.
Yes, it appears at page 6 of the DG bundle.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I'm there.
You can see that notice. This is what was presented before the County Assembly.
Yes, this was a notice presented before the County Assembly on the 13th.
Oh, it's page 5, not page 6, page 5. That's the one dated the 13th of February.
Correct.
Okay. Was this the sum total of the notice that was served upon the chamber?
Yes, Madam Speaker, what appears on page 5 of the document was what is the notice of motion that we received in the County Assembly.
Were the signatures and any supporting evidence produced?
Madam Speaker, on the day that we had this as a notice of motion, we did not have the opportunity to see, neither did the Speaker refer to any signatures on that particular day.
Okay, and this is a notice that started these whole proceedings?
Madam Speaker, that's correct.
Okay, from your knowledge as a member of the County Assembly, was this notice up to par? Was it in accordance with your standing orders?
Madam Speaker, both our standing orders and Section 33 of the County Government Act directs us on what a notice of motion on impeachment should be, and it specifically refers to two items: the grounds and particulars of the motion. And therefore, what we had on the 13th was the grounds, and we did not have an opportunity to go through the particulars of the motion.
Thank you. Just in the emphasis of time, I'll now move you to the Hansard with regards to the 21st of February. It appears on volume 1 of the County Assembly's bundle. Yes, I'm referring to which page of that particular bundle? The numbers are at the bottom.
Kindly clarify which page you're referring to.
The numbers are at the bottom, where we have Henry introducing, Morasia introducing a motion.
Council, can you guide on the page?
It's page. Yes.
Okay, this is 122. Thank you.
It's at page 122 of volume 1.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes. Can you explain to the Senate what motion the majority leader moved before the County Assembly on the 21st of February?
Yes, Madam Speaker, from the page 122, it says, it was an adjournment of debate on motion on removal from office by way of impeachment of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the County Government of Kisii, moved by our Leader of Majority, Honorable Muraja.
Yes. I now ask you to look at that, Hansard. Was that motion allowed? That motion for adjournment? As a member of the chamber, maybe you can inform the Senate. Was that motion allowed for adjournment?
Honorable Speaker, usually when a motion is moved, we expect that it is seconded. Thereafter, a question will be put by the Speaker, but here I'm not seeing any member of the Assembly who did this second the motion.
So the motion in question was not seconded?
Honorable Speaker, no, it was not.
Okay. And was that motion then debated?
There was an attempt, Honorable Speaker, there was an attempt to do a debate.
Was it finally passed?
No.
Did the adjournment happen?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, at the end of it, there was an adjournment as per the communication that was from the chair on that particular day.
Okay. Now we'll move on to this public participation we've been informed took place at the instigation of the County Assembly. It appears at page 56 to 58. The report appears at page 56 to 58 of the DG's bundle, the other bundle. This is a submission from the public participation. You can see it?
Yes, the page 56, the document is headed Submission on the Public Participation.
Yes. Who is this submission from?
The document is dated 26 from Benson Nyagaka Masario.
Misario.
Yeah, Misario.
Yes. Have you had a chance to go through this particular submission by this citizen of Kisii?
Yes, I have had an opportunity to go through this submission.
Yes, you've seen the issues he raised with regards to the county executive.
Yes, quite a number of issues were raised.
You've referred to these issues in your affidavit?
Yes, I've referred to a number of them, Madam Speaker.
I'll take you to the first issue you've referred to at paragraph 7 of your affidavit. And this relates to the senior staff mortgage.
Yes, I'm there, Madam Speaker.
Yes. Who gave directions or who initiated this senior staff mortgage that you refer to?
The senior staff mortgage facilities is a directive of SRC, and that was communicated through a gazette notice, and that is a benefit that is anybody who is a CEC, a deputy governor, or a governor within our country, Kenya, is eligible to have access to it.
Yes. Did the County Assembly of Kisii then operationalize a senior staff mortgage?
Yes, Madam Speaker, the County Assembly of Kisii, because it is mandated to approve any borrowing or borrowing arrangements within the county, then went ahead to approve a borrowing of about 90 million to senior staff for mortgage facilities that then would facilitate the actualization of that SRC notice, gazette notice.
Have these senior staff been able to enjoy this fund that you disbursed?
To the best of my knowledge, no, they have not.
Why is this?
Part of what has happened is that the process of approval, instead of being domiciled at the committee level, as was approved by the County Assembly, the process is no longer with the committee. It is being discussed elsewhere, and that has hampered the process of getting access to the mortgage.
Okay. This elsewhere you refer to, where is this elsewhere you refer to?
Currently, one of the CEC did confide and say that the document is not within the executive's office. It is stored within the governor's palatial home.
Okay. Now, on that point, we can move on to the next issue, which is the use of the governor's home as an office. Yes. Is this a fact you have personal knowledge of, that the governor actually uses his house as an office?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I've personally received an invite to go and have an official meeting and discussion within the palatial home.
Okay. Is this a known fact in Kisii County, that this is his office?
Yes, it is a known fact. In fact, we have had access to videos going around in the social media confirming that the governor is comfortable with discussions on government matters being held from his residence.
Okay. In the interest of time, we'll move on to this issue of ghost workers. Yes, you indicated there were media reports about 14 ghost workers.
Yes, we did receive, first of all, one of the few things that were done the moment we got the new government, procedurally or in a way of caution, instruction was given to a body that was then supposed to evaluate into HR issues and many other reports, including pending bills. And this information was communicated to us in one of the forums in the stadium when the executive said that there are issues within the country, that the county, that will be resolved by a few of the instructions that he has issued.
Yes, was this report or from this investigation, was there a report that was produced?
At one point, I saw on social media information that there is a report, But as a member of County Assembly, I haven't had access to the report, neither do I know where the report is. And we as an assembly have not discussed the report at all.
So it has never been tabled before the County Assembly?
Madam Speaker, no, it has not been tabled.
Okay, which ties into our next issue, which is this Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board case that appears at pages 192 to 187 of the DG's bundle. Did this case arise out of this alleged hunt for ghost hunters, for ghost workers?
Madam Speaker, what I'm aware of is that in the social media there was an official document from the county secretary that was going round, and it was indicating that about 700 workers had been given show cause letters. Quite a number of them were coming from were members of the KMPDU organization. And therefore, because they had received the show cause letters, KMPDU as an organization therefore went ahead to find a way that they can support and have their members listen to.
Yes, did this case therefore cause the county to utilize funds to defend this baseless case?
Madam Speaker, yes, the county had to defend because the respondent was the county.
And this is tied in with this unknown report on ghost workers?
Yes.
Okay, I'll now take you to pages 158 and 160 of our bundle. And these pictures we saw of MCA votes with regards to the motion that was before the County Assembly. Yes, we start at page 158.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, you can see this is the ballot. You can confirm this is a ballot you had with regards to the impeachment motion before the County Assembly.
Madam Speaker, I can confirm this is a sample of the ballot paper that we had there.
Yeah, you can confirm this is a staff ID for one Karen Nyamoita
Madam
of the County
Speaker,
Assembly.
Madam Speaker, I can confirm this is the ID.
And you can
of
confirm
one
that
of
is
the
a
honorable
picture.
members. Yes, this is her picture.
Okay, and that there's a similar picture of a similar MCA at 159?
Yes.
And their ballot?
Council,
Yes, Madam Speaker.
You have 5 minutes and time will be strict, so you condense your questions to what you truly want to hear.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Yes, and you confirm that's the same case at page 160?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
Yes, why would members of County Assembly take photos of their votes and distribute them in this manner?
To the best of my knowledge, members of County Assembly were avoiding instances of being de-whipped. And members of County Assembly have previously had instances where if they act against what they have been instructed to, then they face being de-whipped from committees and they face very grievous challenges within the Assembly. So I sympathize with these members. They may not have been happy to do this, but they were just making sure that their life is safe.
So they were acting under instructions?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Speaker. That is all for this witness. I'll hand you over for cross-examination. Madam
you.
Speaker, maybe now we can
Thank
take
you,
directions
Council.
as to
I'll
the
give
time.
directions. 2 witnesses have been dropped, which saves on time. But we are still not doing too well on time.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
So I will allow cross-examination by Council. How many minutes do you need?
2 minutes.
Oh, good. Let's have the cross-examination in the 2 minutes.
And the rest I'll reserve to use in my submissions at the closure. Good evening, Mheshimiwa.
Good evening, Wakili.
You have referred us to